Hey, Shawn Clement here from the Richmond Hill Golf Learning Center. Today's lesson, very important. We're going to be talking about how we're going to actually let gravity do the work, and another different analogy to drive the point home to make sure that you're really not interfering with the cycle of gravity, the cycle of momentum, all right? So we talk about in the golf swing, there's this gentleman by the name of Chris Riddick. I'm plugging his book on my front page on the website. He deserves it. There's some great nuggets in that book. One of the couple of nuggets insofar as the technique of the golf swing is he talks a lot about how the human body digests and learns motor skills, a specific skill like a golf swing, and how the golf industry is going about it the wrong way with internal focusing, meaning my elbow needs to be here and my wrist needs to be there. So this is all fashion show stuff that really doesn't relate to the actual skill itself. So you can't, you know, these are things that are going to prevent you from learning. They're not things that are going to actually help you. And, you know, that's why we use so many different analogies and wisdom in golf, like hammering nails into a door frame, using an axe to deliver a blow to the side of the tree. If I gave you an axe right now and you went out and I said, listen, there's 50 trees in the backyard we need to cut, and we need to do that before the snow flies, you're going to figure out a very efficient way to use that axe. You're not going to take the axe and force the axe into the tree. You're going to use the weight of the axe to deliver those blows so you can sustain that for a long period of time. So it's very efficient, very powerful action, but very easy for you to accomplish. Now, we're looking at the power sequence of the golf swing right now. There are two pendulums in the swing. We've talked about them in a few of the videos, but Chris Riddick, you know, displays it very nicely. We talk about the sternal notch as being the main hub of the swing. So if I had a battering ram, you remember that video? And I'm using a battering ram to deliver a blow through the door. I am using this weight of my arms and battering ram. Everything's revolving around my sternal notch where the microphone is right now. So that's my pendulum number one, okay? Now, pendulum number two are where the wrists hinge on those snuff boxes. So we talked at length about how to load and release, how to feel the snap of the sword, how to feel the release of the hammer. It's all done through this second pendulum. So pendulum number one begins the backswing. Just look at Bubba Watson's swing. Pendulum number two is then activated by the right arm folding and then the rotation of those forearms, and now we've got the weight of the club revolving around pendulum number two. Now, as I come back, the arms fall. Right now, gravity can't pull the club this way, so the arms fall. Now, pendulum number two is activated by the weight of the club revolving around it. So, pendulum number one delivers pendulum number two. Club head is allowed to release around pendulum number two. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here's something to motivate you and drive the point home. Imagine a cable, you know, these taut line walkers, right? Cable walkers, right? So if I have this super long pole, and this long pole, what it's designed to do is to take the center of gravity of my body and spread it out much wider, so that it slows down the rotation around my body. See that? So now it takes a lot longer for this rotation to occur right now, versus if I bring the arms in, now the rotation is sped up. So it's like a figure skater in a tight twirl. Bring the arms in, you get a lot more speed in the spin. And then the arms are taken, you know, put out, and then the rotational speed is substantially reduced. Okay, so now I take my backswing, tightrope walkers. Sorry about that. Here we go. I go back. Now the right arm folds, the wrists hinge. If I force the club away from me. Thump. I have just deployed my long pole, and now the rotation of my body is slowed to a crawl. The body stops rotating, the arms start to collapse into the body, and we have that nice chicken wing, right? If I let the arms fall, simply let gravity let them fall. Here we go, the arms fall, don't let them hit into you. So notice now the rotation speeds up because it's much closer. See how it's folded close to me, and now it falls much closer to me, and now gravity deploys my club head, thump, there. Now I've got that full extension toward the target. Now the rotation can slow down so that I don't hurt myself. The body stops to rotate. So it's boom. There's where I want to deploy that parachute, not right there. So let it fall toward the target. Here we go. See how everything deploys out there? So you're saying, yeah, but Shawn, where's the power in that? How come, you know, if I just let gravity do it, where am I going to get all the juice? A lot of nodding heads out there, right? When the body rotates out of the way, so we talked about during what, arms and body timing. I'm going to take this arm, and I'm going to hit myself with its weight. Here we go. So you notice how the arm falls and hits me. The rotation, see, there's my shoulder socket. I got 360 degrees of range of motion with that arm. But if there's an obstacle, it stops. So now I'm going to heave the arm up. I bend forward. Heave the arm up, let it fall in front of me, and don't let the arm hit me. Look at that. So as my body turns out of the way, notice the legs extend. So we talk about tossing horseshoes. I'm going to toss gently into the net. Now I'm going to toss this one at 5 times the velocity. Did I push harder with the arm? No. If you do the same thing, you'll feel like, I can't push harder with the arm. I'm going to wreck my arm if I do that. So what happens is you increase the range of motion, yes. Your body gets ready to deliver an added dimension to that centrifugal force. You're turbocharging that centrifugal force by loading the ground and pushing off the ground to deliver the action. Watch Rory. That's all they talk about, how powerful he is. You'll watch him squat and then extend through the shot, and you'll see his balance is amazing and his ball striking is phenomenal, right? So get ready to turbocharge the delivery of pendulum number 2. So I wait for the weight. I wait patiently, let it fall, my body gets ready, and then delivers the snap by pushing off the ground. So, feel the weight of my arm club unit. Heave it, deliver it. See how my body extends nicely into the finish? I'm not thinking about the legs, guys. I'm feeling the weight of my arm club unit, and I'm just a witness to gravity swinging it for me. I heave it into the backswing, fold, and I feel the weight of the club set my wrists. I feel the weight of my arms fall to deliver pendulum number 2, and then I feel the weight of the club release around my pendulum right here. I'm just a witness to this. I'm letting it happen. It's like somebody else is swinging it for me. Releasing it right there. So, feel the weight. Boom. Deliver that snap to the target. Allow it to snap itself to the target. So, I hope that took you a little bit further down into the rabbit hole and closer to Wonderland. Let's have a discussion on this on the forum. I hope some of you have read Chris's book. There's a few nuggets in there that are okay, but this is one of the solid nuggets, and I can tell you about all the scientific research that has been done. Chris is completely aware about that, He's a professor in sports science. So he's really aware of how we learn, you know, motor skills as a human being, and he's got a lot to bring to the table. So welcome to Wisdom in Golf, Chris. And everybody, we'll see you later.